Hi, Greg with McMaintenance here. Today we are going to rescreen a screen on site in a vacant unit. The tools you'll be using are a razor knife, a screen roller, and a very small precision screwdriver. What we're going to do first is take out the rubber that goes into the screen frame or channel, which is called spline. I usually reuse this unless it's all dry rotted and whatnot, and then I just bring a little extra from the shop with me, and then we just use new. But most of the time, this stuff is not dry rotted, and it is very reusable. We already know it stays in the frame, so it is the right size. Alrighty, so taking out the old screen, pretty much easy as that. Alright, I cut a little bit of screen at the shop just for this. What I do, I do one frame at a time. You want to get it tight, but you don't want to get it too tight. You get it too tight, it's going to bow, and you're going to have a hard time getting it in and out of the window frame. It isn't going to be the right size. So you take the spline, and you take your small screwdriver, and you insert it on top to get it started in the channel. Then you take your roller tool and hold firm on the side of the screen and slowly get this to cooperate and go in the channel for you. And once you get down to the end, take your razor knife, give it a little cut right there in the end, and then take your little miniature screwdriver and push the end in. And what I like to do is I go from side to side. I do one side and then I do the other. Now, like I said, we want to get it tight, but we don't want to do it too tight, so I'm going to show you how to do that. Again, you take the end of the spline, you stick it in the channel. Notice I pull on the end here a little bit to get it a little taut or tight. Alright, now I have it started. So to get this tight but not too tight, we put our hand on the side of the screen to draw out any excess instead of pulling on it outright like this, which we would do on a screen door, because we want it as tight as possible on a screen door. And you'd have a hard time bending the frame on a screen door, as opposed to a regular screen. Alright, this is going pretty cooperative here. Okay, and once again got to the end, come over here, cut it, push the end on in there. Alright, we're halfway through. Now we do the small ends. Since we got it tight pretty much already on the large sections, which I prefer to do first, then you can come back to the small ends, the same, push the end in, and then just bring down the spline in the channel. I like using a plastic screening tool because if you come popping off the channel with a metal one, you stand a pretty good chance of damaging the screen, and with a plastic one you spend less of a chance. Alright, so I always recommend keeping a sharp blade in your razor knife. It helps make the cuts a lot easier when you do your cuts. Always cut away from yourself, and then that way you only have to try to cut it one time. Alright, and once again, so here's the screen before I cut everything out. As you notice, it turned out really nice. So we'll come back around and we will make the cut. Take it off the frame. See how I'm using a nice sharp blade really gives you good results. And there you have it, a rescreen screen. Join me, Greg, with Mick Maintenance for more tips, renovations, and installs. Thank you, have a good day, and we'll see you real soon.